Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome on the hill of Himmelsdorf with the Churchill 7. One of my favorite heavy tanks for the British is the Churchill. I like the Churchills. I like their design, I like their implication, and I like them. I like the coiled suspension. So, yeah. Well, here's a replay of this Churchill 7 in action. Enjoy. Here we are on steps with the Churchill 7. Now, as you can see, it is a encounter battle mode. In an encounter, basically, we start on one side of the map, and we basically have to fight for the base. Now, on this map, you either have two ways to go. You can go to the 1-2 area, or you can go to the base. Now, I'm not a big fan of the 1-2 area, and I think we have pretty much good heavies that they can take the 1-2 area without my help. So I'm going to take my slow, long journey to the cap circle and help them out because my armor is pretty useful. Now I'm going to speed it up here because the Churchill is very slow. As you can see, it only has a top speed of 20 kilometers, which is slow. So here we go. I make a cross. I'm looking at the minimap. As you can see, there's an OI and ARL 44 spotted over on the heavy area. You see the artillery pieces set up in a nice location. There's a Skoda T40 trudging up the middle of the map. Now I have an option to either turn around and go get the Skoda T40 because I am pretty close to it, or I can continue going to the cap. I decide, well, I'm not going to let this grill die. I'm going to go kill that Skoda. That Skoda needs to die. So I make a U-turn and I'm going to go back. As the Skoda comes up. Now the only ones here is that T-34, that M6, and me. But there's another Czechoslovakian. The only thing I don't like about the Churchills is their lack of gun depression. Their lack of gun depression is quite annoying. I wiggle my tank back and forth, he bounces. No gun depression, gotta move forwards a bit. There we go, find a nice shot in. There we go, shoot him again. There's a Stug just sitting on the hill. Might as well put a shot into him, and the artillery gets to kill him, I think. Yes. No, the OI got him. The OI. Now, there is a Sherman Easy 8 going for the artillery. I'm not that fast uphill, so I'm guessing the artillery might die soon. No? Come on, Churchill, climb hills. You were designed to do this. As I speed it up a bit. Okay. The Easy 8 is down, dead. And we still have our artillery, which has 2 kills, which is nice. Gotta protect that arty, man. So there's a Lush, a Cromwell, a Stug B by the cap, and there's still a KV-85, an ARL, and the VK-32M. Now there's a heavy tank. Use this rock as somewhat cover. Wait until he gets poked out. Back up a bit of it. That missed completely. Hello. And I just keep plowing shots into the side of that VK. The Churchill does have a pretty fast reload, which is very nice. And he's dead. Down he goes. So now I have no kills, but I have a lot of damage done. 1,329 damage. So the heavy area doesn't look like it's doing too well. And we're capping the base, or about to cap the base. There's no real threat. So I'm just going to leave those 3 guys to cap the base. So I speed up the timer here after I want to go after the Lush. But it looks like no one wants to capture base. So that's even more fun. Because capping the base is nice, but sometimes you just want to kill everything. So I speed up the timer a little bit more, or speed it up. There is a artillery piece on the hill. He gets dead pretty quickly, but I did pump 1 shell into him, so that's pretty good. Now there's the Lush all the way across the map. And here goes my slow tank, trying to make my way all the way over there. Kind of upsetting that every one of our heavies that was on the 1-2 line had to die. Which is quite upsetting. But I am a Churchill. I shall do my best. There are 3 tanks on our cap, so I have to get there as quick as possible to do as much damage as I can. As a KV-1 or KV-85, that is, goes up, he gets tracked, and I just finish him off. Like, goodbye. My first kill in this match, as an ARL just bounced off me. You see that bounce? That was an epic bounce. Alright, Arrow 4-4. Now, some tanks are being nice and getting off cap circle, because you do get more points by destroying all tanks. Granted, if you are on the cap circle, you might want to just cap because that's your points, you know. Excuse me. So where did the Loosh go? Loosh, there he is. He's just waiting for me, and he gets tracked, and he's just like, well, fudge. And I kill him. 2 kills, 1,880 damage done in the Churchill 7. A very fantastic British heavy tank. And back to the garage. Here we are back in the Himmelsdorf, and back in the Himmelsdorf. Ah, lols. Look at the thunder behind it. So mesmerizingly awesome. So let's go over some stats about the Churchill 7. It has 960 hit points. It weighs 41.13 tons. It has 350 horsepower, giving it a top speed of 20 kilometers, which is pretty slow, but it is a Churchill. Hull armor is 152 in the front, which is awesome. 95 in the side, which isn't that good, but there is spaced armor, so it's somewhat decent. 50 in the rear, which isn't that good, but hopefully you don't get shot in the rear. Turret armor is 152, same as the hull. Side is 95, same as the hull. And the rear of the turret is 95, which is much better than the rear of the hull. Standard shell damage is 105 through 175. Standard shell penetration is 111 through 185 millimeters of penetration. Ha ha ha. Rate of fire is 1395 or 13.95 rounds per minute, giving it a reload time of 3.63 seconds, which is pretty fast. And I like the reload because this 17-pounder gun is amazing. Best gun ever, in my opinion. Turret traverse speed is 30 degrees a second. That's when the turret turns left or right around the hull. Excuse me. Its view range is 360, and its signal range is 555. All in all, it's pretty nice. The only downside about the Churchill that I don't like is its gun depression. It has very, very, very bad gun depression over the front and rear of the tank. Over the sides, it's much more decent, but over the front, where you really want to keep your front armor pointed like this, so to say, so you have your spaced armor here, and then you have that little bit of the front plate showing. So yeah. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and remember to click the like button if you liked this video, and tell me in the comments what you think about the Churchill, or not, that's fine. Yeah, so I'll see you in more videos. It might be a World of Tanks video, might be a new video that you haven't seen before, so yeah, interesting. See you guys, bye bye.